Day 55, my house is upgraded, so I move the soda machine to a spot where I think it looks better. I then collect some battery packs and head to the secret woods to farm hardwood. Afterward, I go to Pierre's shop and buy 5 seeds of each type except for sunflowers, which I buy from Jojamart at half price. I go to the cave and collect 5 iridium bars. Next, I head to Willie's shop and use the materials to fix the boat in the back room, placing the 5 battery packs, 200 hardwood, and 5 iridium bars. With all the materials found, the boat will be repaired overnight. I explore the cave next to the quarry, where I encounter and kill some skulls. A cursed mannequin drops, and I find a blue skeleton that hits me, sending me to the hospital. After recovering by eating 3 salads, I return to take my revenge and explore the cave a bit more. It seems like a good spot to farm coal. Back home, I place the cursed mannequin next to my soda machine and go to sleep. I see the cutscene of Robin and Willie repairing the boat. Day 56. Today is the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies event. I spend the entire day farming iron ore before the event starts. With all the iron I collect, I craft 65 bones. In the evening, I attend the event and enjoy watching the beautiful moonlight jellies. Afterward, I head back to my farm and go to sleep. Day 57, it's the first day of the new month, so I have a lot of work to do. I start by cleaning my farm from the previous season and replacing some sprinklers with iridium ones. Then I head to Pierre's shop and buy as many pumpkin seeds as I can, 520 to be exact. I go back to my farm and begin planting as many seeds as possible, but I quickly realize I need more space. I start setting up iridium sprinklers in other parts of my farm, digging and planting more pumpkin seeds, but I quickly realize I need more space. I set up another row of iridium sprinklers and start digging again. After planting more pumpkin seeds, I still have some seeds left, so I plant those in the greenhouse. Craft some scarecrows and place them around the farm. However, I pass out before I can place the last one in the corner. At least I get level 10 farming, and I chose the agriculturist that make all the crops grow 10% faster. Day 58, I start the day by placing the last scarecrow. After that, I harvest the wild seeds I planted in the greenhouse and plant more. Heading into town, I find Lewis and Robin building a special orders board. I check the board and take the community cleanup quest. Then, I go to Pierre's to sell whatever I have to make enough money to buy a ticket for the boat to Ginger Island. Once I arrive at Ginger Island, I explore a bit and find a box with tent kits after I find a golden walnut. In a tree house, I hit something and get another golden walnut. I feed one to a parrot, triggering a cutscene with a kid who doesn't speak. I continue searching for golden walnuts, finding a parrot that can help locate them for a fee. After gathering enough walnuts, I feed the parrot to remove the turtle blocking access to the other side of the island. I need 20 more golden walnuts to unlock the house, so I place a box in front of it to store some items. Find a journal scrap and read it. Later, I meet an old lady who gives me a photo, thinking it will help me find what she's seeking. I find a few more golden walnuts before returning to my farm to sleep. During the night, there was a strong windstorm. Day 59, I go around to check for damage caused by the strong windstorm and find that the old tree is gone. I can fix it if I have 100 pieces of hardwood, so I start by going to the secret woods to farm some hardwood. It's not enough, so I head to Ginger Island to gather more. On Ginger Island, I find many large stumps and logs that provide a good amount of hardwood. I also chop down some mahogany trees for additional hardwood. During my search, I come across a few golden walnuts and a cave that contains a puzzle. After completing the puzzle, I'm rewarded with 3 golden walnuts. I continue searching for more walnuts and return to fix the old tree. But I encounter Shane drinking and talking about how bad he feels. I try to fix the old tree, but I end up building a house for something I don't know yet. Finally, I go to sleep. Day 60, I start my day by going to my greenhouse to harvest the wild seeds and strawberries. After that, I plant more wild seeds. Since I'm low on money, I decide to spend the entire day in the Skull Cavern, mining and gathering resources. Armed with plenty of bombs and food, I delve deep into the caverns, breaking rocks and fighting off monsters to collect valuable ores and gems. Eventually, I pass out at 2 a.m. Day 61, I start my day by heading to the secret woods to farm some hardwood. After gathering a decent amount, I spend most of the day mining iron ore, stocking up on this essential resource that I can use to craft bombs. Later, I try my luck fishing for a midnight carp, but unfortunately, I don't catch any. I return to my farm and pass out just outside my door. Day 62, I start my day by collecting the battery packs after harvesting the wild seeds I planted in the greenhouse and planting more. Afterward, I go to the mountains to place some crab pots I crafted. Then I head to the quarry and spend almost all day laying floors and calculating the best way to set up a tree farm with tappers on them. This process is quite satisfying, so I will speed it up for you. With the remaining time, I go fishing to catch a midnight carp, but unfortunately, I pass out without finding one. Day 63, I started the day by refilling my crab pots. After that, I returned to my farm to craft some tree fertilizer. Then, I went to the quarry and started planting trees, applying fertilizer to them. Afterward, I visited the secret woods to gather some hardwood. Then, I wandered around, chopping trees to find acorn seeds, which I planted in the quarry. The rest of the day was spent fishing to find a midnight carp, and luckily, it was my lucky day as I found two. I smoked one of them and I continued fishing. After it was ready, I returned to my farm, sold whatever I had, and went to sleep. Day 64, I received a mail from Linus informing me that he lost his basket, so I set out to find it. However, I stumbled upon Linus behind a bush taking care of his business. Despite the interruption, I returned his basket to him. Next, I visited my greenhouse to harvest the wild seeds and planted more. Afterward, I went to the raccoon and gave him the smoked midnight carp that he wanted. Following that, I headed to the secret woods to chop some hardwood. Later in the day, I went into town and accepted a special quest that requires me to ship 100 pumpkins by the end of the season, although I had already planted a lot. With the remaining time, I spent the day mining iron to craft bombs in preparation for my plan to spend all day at the Skull Cavern tomorrow, after I return to my farm and go to sleep. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments below if there's something you didn't like, or if you'd like to see me play another game. Anyway, have a beautiful day and see you in the next video.